Thank you so much for tuning in to FAMU TV 20 and this episode of Research Fundamentals, brought to you, as you know, from the Office of the Vice President in the Division of Research at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, where dreams are born and come to fruition, thanks in great part to one individual who is on the set today, who is a son of the soil, and now he is back as it relates to him being the person in charge when it goes to the College of Science and Technology and directorship, if you will, of the Premedical Program, the Medical Scholars Program, and all the great things that we're doing to collaborate with the Florida Atlantic University. So with all that being said, let me just pause and catch breath and welcome to the set one of my formers, if you will, and now again providing leadership. It's exciting to see the baton pass. Dr. Michael Smith, thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks so much, Dr. Lamar, for having me.
Indeed, it's been a while, but you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And if you will, try to give our viewing audience an overview of what's happening, if you will, with the entire Medical Scholars Program at FAMU.
Well, the Medical Scholars Program really was an idea born out of the Provost's office with the former Provost, Dr. Cynthia Hughes Harris, and the Assistant Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Donald Palm.
Okay.
And so this collaboration this idea started then, and it was a collaboration between Florida A&M University and Florida Atlantic University College of Medicine. So the basic concept and idea was to develop a program, essentially an 8-year program, between Florida A&M University and FAU Medical School, where students would receive specialized undergraduate pre-medical training here at Florida A&M University, and then have a provisional acceptance into the medical school down at Florida at FAU. So essentially, we have developed the curriculum such that there's an additional course that pre-medical students take, whether they are biology pre-medical or chemistry pre-medical. There is an additional course each semester that students will take, those students who are admitted to the program. And these courses, we believe, are very additive to enhancing the training for a pre-medical student. In the first year of the program, they have 2 semesters of professionalism in medicine, and then they move into their first semester in the next year of clinical shadowing, followed by problem-based learning course, problem-based learning 1. As we understand right now, Florida A&M University, through the help of Florida Atlantic University College of Medicine, has developed the only problem-based learning course on the undergraduate level. And just a little bit of background about that, problem-based learning is the new technique for training pre-medical students that has replaced the old system of yesterday, whereas students would be in medical school and be in lectures for hours and hours. Now, most medical programs have developed problem-based learning techniques, whereas a smaller group of students come together in medical school and they work through various medical cases. And so what has been found is that these particular techniques have afforded students a better understanding of how to properly assess patients and work through a disease state. These sessions are actually they're not taught. They're actually facilitated by usually by a professor, but the students are really in charge of it. Once they understand how the sessions are to be conducted, the students are actually in charge, and there's just a facilitator on the side that somewhat keeps them going in the correct direction. But they actually work through each case, and cases are developed by faculty of Florida Atlantic University and Florida A&M University. And so they work through these cases, and they're utilizing the same skill sets that they developed by taking their biology and chemistry and organic chemistries and things, those courses they've taken previously. And so that's just problem-based learning. And then they receive another, the part 2 of problem-based learning in the following semester, as well as the next follow-up of clinical shadowing. And so they complete their 4 years here at Florida A&M in the Medical Scholars Program, with the last year consisting of a service learning project, and we're actually developing those 2 courses now for the first and the second semester, with the collaboration of the Florida A&M University Institute of Public Health under the direction of Dr. Cynthia M. Harris. So we're in the process of developing that last course for the last year, and so we believe that when you bring together 4 years of not only as a pre-medical biology or chemistry pre-medical student, you couple that with these additional courses and training that the students receive, we believe that we have developed the best pre-medical model in the nation. We've looked around, had my colleagues down at the medical school at Florida Atlantic University. We have yet to find another program that has the particular features, the particular variables that our program has. In addition to that, we have partnered with the Office of Student Affairs with Dr. William Hudson. And so our students, so in terms of the criteria for admission to our program, it parallels those same admission criteria, or the same criteria to receive one of the presidential scholars. So our students, not only are they admitted to a program, but they are all presidential scholars as well.
Getting compensated, being able to earn while they learn.
Absolutely.
That is outstanding. I'm just sitting here saying, like, wow, where was this program 100 years ago when I was a student here? But even in that, Dr. Smith, you know, tell us about your matriculation to graduation from this same institution and how that even correlates, if you will, with what you're doing now to help other students succeed.
Well, it's you know, it's nothing by my plan. It's all by divine direction, I guess. I came here, and as I said before, we don't mention years.
Okay.
But I came here some time ago as an undergraduate. Very excited about coming to FAMU, very excited about going to the next level. And I come from a small town in South Florida known as Vero Beach, Florida. And I wanted, you know, I had a great experience in high school, did pretty well. I was drum major down there for 3 years, and on the track team, and was captain of the track team for my last year. Had a great time down there, but wanted to come and receive that so-called black experience. And I say to colleagues and friends today that I've been accepted to a number of these other, what they call prestigious schools around the nation, but I wanted to come to FAMU. And so after all my acceptances came in, I was still waiting on that one from Florida A&M University.
Yes.
And it finally came in. And it still remains today the best decision I've made yet.
Because we saved the best for last. Just give me a high five right here on the set. Yes, I can relate. Okay, unless I digress too much, Dr. Smith.
No,
back
not
here
at
at FAMU.
But no, so I came to FAMU, and my undergrad experience was in cardiopulmonary science. And for what I was looking to do, the study of cardiopulmonary science was perfect for me because not only did I learn the competencies in some of the hardcore sciences, but it also enabled me to get in serious clinical experience, working in the hospitals, working with patients, working in intensive care units, working in pediatrics, cancer ward, hyperbaric medicine, extended care service. So it gave me a perfect background setup for health and in the area of health and medicine. And so my thoughts during my undergrad years, I was going to go on to medical school, but I caught that public health bug. And so I heard about at that time that Florida A&M University had developed a public health program, and I heard this thing called epidemiology. And during that time, there was a movie that came out at the time known as Outbreak. And I am a young nerd. I am a science, science sort, So my interest, it intrigued me a great deal. And so I went over to the Institute of Public Health, and I spoke with Dr. Cynthia M. Harris, and then I spoke with whom would become my great mentor and friend, Dr. C. Perry Brown. And from that moment, life changed as I knew it. And I came into the master's program, and my area of concentration was epidemiology and biostatistics. And so I completed that in 2002. Started working locally with the Florida Department of Health as a bioterrorism planner, and worked in this area for a while. And at the time, I got a word from my professor that there would be a doctoral program, developing soon. They said, I don't really know what you're doing right now, Michael, but if you're going to be here for a while, this may be of interest to you.
And the rest is Black history, as we'll continue when we come back for this break. But again, FAMU made world ready. You see it right here with Dr. Michael Smith, and all about the Medical Scholars Program here at FAMU, and we'll tell you more, so please stay tuned. Thanks for watching Research Fundamentals. Yes, there is a hope that mentoring brings, and once you've caught hold of something that you see is going in the right direction, what can we say? The enthusiasm is contagious. So, Dr. Smith, before we went to break, you were talking again about your successful matriculation because of a lot of people who poured into you, and of course the great collaboration. But again, once you heard about the Doctor of Public Health degree offering, you kind of felt, perhaps maybe I should go that route.
Well, actually, I mean, the going on to further graduate study was already part of the plan, particularly in the Institute of Public Health with the likes of Dr. Harris and Dr. Brown. That's somewhat, that's expected. And so most of our graduates have gone on to do other things. Some of them have gone on to medical school. Some have gone on to work on their doctorate and so forth. Some have gone on and started their own businesses and companies. So that was a natural direction, but we learned, Dr. Harris was a great mentor and a great leader, and she always emphasized the importance of service and giving back. She always used that term, paying it forward. And so that was something that was really very well instilled in me. In fact, the way, a lot of my approach to teaching now, my fellow Rattlers, is really guided by a lot of what I learned from my mentor, Dr. C. Perry Brown, and how he approached and how he addressed his students. I make sure that I give my students access to see me with their concerns, but at the same time, there is a sternness about the importance of you working hard and being proactive in trying to find out what it is that you need to know to be successful, and understanding that the world that we live in is not about giving to you. You've got to be proactive enough to go out and secure that which you really want.
Indeed. So the spoon-fed, just recess going on all the time is not happening. Okay.
Absolutely. We throw the spoons away.
And so again, just to go back, very Vero Beach, again, to describe that upbringing, again, just to kind of jump forward, if you will, in terms of where you are now.
Well, for those who may not be familiar, Vero Beach is somewhat of, historically, Vero Beach has been a very small, conservative seaside town basically for the retirement of the wealthy. And so it's a predominantly white city. But it's a very cohesive city. The thing of it is that my mother and father raised me in such a way that my father taught me how to work hard, with my hands and under the heat of the South Florida sun.
A black man working.
My father, he has a landscaping business down in South Florida, so summertimes I was out cutting grass, trimming hedges, doing everything,
developing that skill set.
Well, he said, you got to learn how to work hard. I think he was also trying to let me know that, boy, I want you to do something where you don't have to be out in the sun, and I was thinking the same thing. I'm getting tired of this. But he did, my father, while we were out on those yards, we did talk a lot. He did instill, very strong traditional values in me. And then once I got home, I thought it was over with. Well, no, my mother taught me otherwise. No, boy, go in there, take a shower.
What a great nurturer she is.
I couldn't appreciate at the time as a teenager, but, I would tell me to go take a shower and then get in that kitchen and chop up these vegetables for dinner. So I didn't realize that they were teaching me skill sets that would be essential for me as a man. And so that's why, it's definitely true that God intended for, children to have the contributions of both parents.
Indeed.
No matter what kind of parents they are, it's as long as they are good parents.
Very empowering.
Those contributions, allowed me to develop in such a way that I would be self-sufficient when I did become older, if need be. But they also provided things that I wanted to, my parents and my mentors here at Florida A&M University also put something in me that I wanted to make sure that I always gave back, because my success, if you would, is only on the breath of God, and it can easily be changed in a moment. So in the time that I'm here on this planet, it's not just for me to consume of myself, it's to take whatever platform and success you do have to provide an opportunity for others to grow. And so just recently, I did travel back home to my hometown, to Vero Beach, because I wanted young students at my alma mater at Vero Beach High School to see it is important for young minority students to see someone like themselves in a place that they don't traditionally see people like themselves in. And so, I think it is, I watch a lot of cartoons and Marvel comics, and one of the things that I've always held on to in the storyline of Spider-Man, that to whom much is given, much is required, And so I try to make sure that even when I'm giving my lectures, yes, we go through the stuff that we're supposed to be in the class to talk about, but we also talk about other things that deal with life itself. And I often tell them, this is for you. This piece of information, this nugget is for you, because I've been out in the world, I'm still out there, and I understand some things. I've been around the corner, and I'm coming back to let you know what to be mindful of, because in this world, it takes no prisoners, and you have to be prepared, you have to be ready. And so you're gonna have to be the absolute best at what you do. Even at your best, your adversaries will still try to find ways to break you down and tear you apart. You have only to look to the highest office of our land and how great our president is, and still yet, his adversaries are still trying to pull him apart. So just let that as be an example for you, that you're gonna have to be the absolute best. You can't look for any handouts, look for them to give you anything. You can't take any shortcuts. You're gonna have to do the hard work. You're gonna have to do the reading. You're gonna have to do the writing. You're gonna have to do the studying. You're gonna have to make your degree valuable, make it valuable, and you make it valuable by studying every single class that you take and making sure that you're giving yourself 100% every time, making sure that you make excellence a habit.
And that's why quality is our benchmark here on this episode of Research Fundamentals with my former student. Yes, he did earn an A in the class. What can I say? Shameless plug as a second mother, if you will. But we'll be right back with Dr. Smith, because we got to get back to the Pre-Medical Scholars Program and what's going on with FAU and FAMU and how good, better, best. Never let it rest until good becomes better and better becomes best, and then some. Evidentiary here, if you will, with Dr. Michael Smith. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching Research Fundamentals. And yes, from the highest of 7 hills, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Dr. Mangum puts it best in class, as we are, and that's why from Boca Raton, the Florida Atlantic University is in partnership with us. But tell us about the success of this program, if you will, Dr. Smith.
We have the legal partnership that we've established with the Charlie Schmidt College of Medicine at Florida Atlantic University is indeed a true partnership. I'm working on this with our undergrad students. My partner down at the medical school is Dr. Julie C. Servas. She is the Assistant Dean of Diversity in the College of Medicine. And we've been working together collaboratively since 2012. She is indeed my partner in crime, if you would. We have weekly conference calls on Friday, just to keep one another abreast of what's going on. They are involved in developing some of our curriculum, as well as some of the new things that we're trying to implement in the Medical Scholars Program. They make periodic visits up here to deliver seminars, usually once a month in the fall, as well as 2 or 3 times in the spring. We just recently, we're about to graduate next year, our first cohort of students who will be going on to medical school at Florida Atlantic University.
Congratulations.
We are so excited about it.
But yes,
we are about to, we're going to celebrate, their time here and their transition over. We just recently returned from a trip down to Boca Raton, give them an opportunity to meet some of their soon-to-be professors and mentors at the medical school. And what a time it was. We flew up early that morning, Thursday. We got there in good time in Miami. Then we drove on down to Boca, got situated, and the next day we went on into the schools. And, the students had a great time.
Just how does that make you feel personally and professionally? Because you're looking like a proud papa sitting over there.
It's something when something starts from a concept and you've worked very diligently over the years, and that concepts become reality, and then the reality starts to bear fruit. It is a proud moment. It should be a proud moment for Florida A&M University as well as Florida Atlantic University. The faculty down there, they are super excited about our students. They were thoroughly impressed with how they presented themselves. They were thoroughly impressed with their knowledge base. They were thoroughly impressed with their enthusiasm. So, we've been working with these students for going on 4 years now. We've taken them through a very rigorous program, and I am very proud of them. They have answered the call. Sometimes I can be a bit of a taskmaster, but, believe it or not,
I don't know, Miss Breon Robinson, over your shop. I wonder if she would be nodding her head like, yes, got to get the job done, make it happen.
And I know sometimes it can be challenging for them because they have a very demanding schedule as pre-med students. But we know that we are preparing them for that next level because medical school is an animal within itself. It is very challenging to get to medical. It's a very fast-paced and a very aggressive process. So we are doing our job by putting them through the rigor so that they will be prepared. And I am very confident that they are going to be more than successful. I think they're going to set a standard. Right now, our top-ranked student in the Medical Scholars Program is Michelle N. Wilson. Michelle was a top recruit for Florida A&M University. She was recruited directly by interim president Larry Robinson from Miami, Florida, and she became the first student that we admitted into the Medical Scholars Program. Since that time, she has performed beyond our expectations. She is in her junior year, still holding down a 4.0. She was recently recognized by the 220 Quarterback Club and presented an award for her success. She's been interviewed by the Tallahassee Democrat. Dr. Servas and I, Dr. Servas down at the medical school, we continue to be impressed with her leadership and her assistantship. She makes sure that her cohorts are informed about our meetings and the time and the place. She does this without even being asked to do so. She has been, a great student. But she has set the standard, but all the other members of the Medical Scholars Program have also stepped up to the benchmark of the Medical Scholars Program. They study just the class that we just brought in the fall. The first 5 or 6 of them completed that first semester with 4.0 GPAs.
Well, let me just give y'all a round of applause because, just that alone at Florida A&M University is nothing to sneeze at. But we're going to be right back because, when it's not bragging when it's true, it's just what it is. So we're consensus building here on the set, and we'll be right back to tell you just a little bit more on how you can get in touch with this Medical Scholars Program at Florida A&M University and the College of Science and Technology. Dean Maurice Eddington giving that leadership. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back. Yes, indeed. Rolling in. We only have a minute left, so just give us a summary, Dr. Smith.
Well, we're very fortunate to have the support from our leadership here at Florida A&M University, from President Mangum and my dean, Dr. Maurice Eddington, and also the one who's been by my side through the whole development of this program, That's Dr. Donald Palm. We are very proud of our partnership with Florida Atlantic University, and the new pre-medical program in the College of Science and Technology is the umbrella over all pre-med students. So for those who are in the Medical Scholars Program, those students who are self-identified as pre-medical, whether it be chemistry, biology, or they're in another major, but they're also taking minor courses to get into medical school, we welcome you to come to our office in the University Commons. Stop by room 105, ask for Dr. Smith, and they will put you on the list and let you know when we can have a chance to speak and provide them with the information they need to be more successful for medical school. That is our intent, to make sure that our students here at Florida Atlantic University are competitive with the rest of the world.
And nothing succeeds like success. Again,
Correct.
To whom much is given, much required, and with this program, even expected. So with that in mind, listen, if you need more information, can you give us a call at 850?
599-8503.
Okay, and if not, call me at 412-7936, same area, but regardless, best in class, Medical Scholars Program, FAU, Boca Raton, FAMU, it's all here with Research Fundamentals. Thanks so much for watching, and until the very next time, peace and blessings to you and yours. We'll see you then.